Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Platinuming series, where we are working on the God of War series leading up to Ragnarok. We are in our third game, which is God of War 1, because we are going in chronological order. Let's hop right into it with our first trophy here. Literally in the first area, you spawn in, you just die here if you want. You have to be on a mode higher than easy, so you can be offered easy mode, and that gives you your first bronze trophy called Getting My Ass Kicked. I definitely didn't get that in my regular playthrough. Definitely not, and I definitely didn't switch to easy mode there because this game can be hard and very annoying at some points. And then just a little bit later into this little level here, you open a health chest. You can get this anywhere in the game. The trophy's called Zero Health equals Bronze Trophy. Very self-explanatory there. Open a health chest when your health meter is already full. I got that in my main playthrough as well. It's really useless. It really does nothing, but it gives you trophies. Might as well get it early on right there. And here I'm deciding to show some full clips here. This one's going to be a little bit longer. Um, and this is just getting the first little magic power you get. This is still in the first area. This one is unmissable. You cannot miss this game. Miss this trophy. I'm going to talk about the game here in these longer segments. This is my least favorite God of War. If you watched my playthrough, it was clear this one is way too hard for me. It's just ridiculous overall, and some of the puzzles can be very stupid, but it still has some good moments here and there. The story is very good, and it's a good starting point. And the other ones are just way better. That trophy is 1.21 gigawatts. Acquire Poseidon's Rage, pretty simple. This one has no sound. I am sorry about that, but I didn't clip this in my when I was going through the trophy hunt the game. So this is actually a clip from my playthrough on my channel. That trophy is called It's the Huge One, and that's Retrieve the Captain's Key. As you can see here, we got a big sensor bar here. It's going to go away right in a second. And there's our next trophy called Rockin' the Boat. That's completing the sex mini game at the beginning of the game. I love when they put those trophies in. It's super fun to censor out. They have those in like every game besides Ascension in 2018. Yay. Um, and just a little bit later on, you come to these Minotaurs, and you get Matador, which is for winning the first Minotaur fight. It's pretty easy there. Unmissable unless you somehow give up and don't win the Minotaur fight. And this one is just for acquiring Medusa's Gaze, and that trophy is called Rockin' Out, another bronze trophy, with this creepy lady talking to us right there, trying to help us out. We got another long little clip here, and this is us talking to Zeus, and his face looks completely normal, and it is not funny looking at all whatsoever, and I don't even know. Some of the models in this game are so funny. Later on, you won't be able to see the full clip because some of it has to be censored out, but a person changes completely, like their hair color, their clothes completely change color and texture when they go into a cutscene compared to when they're just in the regular game. It is very funny, very weird. I don't understand why it does that, but it's I don't know. It's just really funny. This game has a lot to censor, not as much as Chains of Olympus had to censor my first playthrough. That one I spent so long blurring stuff out. I hate when I have to blur stuff out. It's so unnecessary. I understand it's trying to be realistic and how people would have dressed back in the gods days. That one's called Bolt Action. That's for acquiring Zeus's Fury, by the way. I understand that, but it's a game. You don't have to be realistic, really. Like, this is not realistic whatsoever, but they try to be realistic. It doesn't make sense. And that one is Kratos Marble Collection. That's collecting all the organized. That was actually really early on in the game. There we go. Got another sensor here. And this one is for rescuing the Oracle with 10 seconds to spare. And the trophy's called Don't Leave Her Hanging. So, yeah, blurred that out too because, yeah, she has a see-through dress on. This next one is called Don't They Ever Shut Up. That's for defeating the Desert Sirens. And one of my favorite areas of the game is this little desert. We got another little long clip here. As soon as you enter the Rings of Pandora and get to this another god, that gives you another weapon or magic item. This time around, she's giving us a weapon, not a magic item like the other two times. Or three times. There's a lot of items in this game. This is probably the coolest weapon in the game that you get. and that's the Blade of Artemis. And the trophy's called Swordman, and that's for acquiring the Blade of Artemis. Pretty self-explanatory there. Yeah, it should pop up any second as soon as this weird lady starts talking to us. And there it is, right there. And hopping into our next trophy, probably the most satisfying trophy to get, we start smacking these guys in this little room. We have our Poseidons Rage activated, and then we just start spamming our magic. And we get 2 trophies here, actually. Hitman and Hitman 2. The first Hitman is for getting a 200 hit combo. The second one is for getting a 200 hit combo, so there's the first one. Hitman, and then in just a few seconds here, you will see Hitman 2 pop up right there. A silver and a bronze, retrospectively. And this one I also had to take from my playthrough. I missed 3 from my trophy playthrough and had to go back to my normal playthrough, but one of them has sound. These first 2 don't have sound. That one's called Get the Ball Rolling. That's just for completing the Challenge of Atlas. Not as easy as it sounds. The Challenge of Atlas is pretty hard and confusing. I definitely got a little upset my first playthrough, but it's alright. And then we're beating up these dogs here, and as you can see, I accidentally let multiple of them transform into huge Cerberus dogs. But we ended up killing them eventually and opening this little path, and that trophy is just for winning this first Cerberus fight, and that one's called Roll Over and Die, which is bronze. This next one is just we're shimmying along here. I'm gonna open this chest, and we're gonna obtain a key, a Muse key, and that is for completing, or for getting 2 Muse keys, and that's called Key to Success. If I haven't said that already, I'm sorry, I confused myself. In my notes, I accidentally put the trophy is called Key to Success, and the way you get it is Key to Success. I completely goofed on my notes. But that's just for getting Muse keys, 2 of them. I think there's 4 in the game. I read somewhere there was 4, but you only need 2. Don't quote me on that, though, but that's what I read. This next one is for burning this dude alive and sacrificing him for some reason. I don't understand why we had to sacrifice him and how it would tell that we sacrificed a dude there, but it's magic. So that's for completing the sacrifice. Totally baked. Funny name there. There's a lot of funny trophy names in the God of War series, as you will see later on, and as we've already seen. The devs are funny with it. I'm excited to see what the Ragnarok trophy list looks like. And then this trophy is called Splash. Kiss the Naiad. We have 2 trophies in this clip. A little bit of a longer clip here. As you can see, I'm kind of vibing in the water, trying to figure out where I need to go next for the next Naiad. Because obviously I'm using echolocation here trying to find it. It just takes me a second. I'm definitely not like looking it up on a guide or anything. No, see? Oh, I found it. Okay, it's over here. Oh, yeah, over here. Just charge. Oh, wait, no, we're going up. I thought we were going to charge. Oh, wait. Okay. I'm confusing myself now. Okay, we charged through that wall. There we go. I got lost a little bit. And kissing this one actually gives you a phoenix feather, which I had no idea about my first playthrough. It's really weird that it kind of threw me off. And that is a trophy called Stick It in Your Cap, and that's for collecting all phoenix feathers. Pretty simple if you follow a guide. This room is sick. I love this room. It's one of my favorite rooms in the game. Right here, you're just completing the Centaur sacrifice to Hades, and that trophy's called Beat a Dead Horse. And this one is for 2 bosses in the game. There's only 2 bosses in this game, I'm pretty sure. And this is the first one, like, halfway through the game. It's an okay boss. It can be kind of annoying because how long it takes, but he looks cool. I love his design, I won't lie. That trophy's called Take the Bull by the Horns, and that's for defeating Pandora's Guardian. Hopping into the next trophy, another one of these ones. I think this is the last one of these long clips of me talking to the gods and getting these magic items, weapons, or whatever you want to call them. This time we're talking to Hades, and his face is my favorite. He looks really, really stupid. And then when you see him in God of War 3, he looks nothing like this. He looks so different. It's alright though. This was released on what, the PS2? We'll let it pass. We'll let some of these things pass, but I mean, we shouldn't allow everything to pass. I hope this at some point gets a remake or remaster. That one's called Soul Search, and that's Acquiring Army of Hades, a magic item. I hope all of these games get a remaster, remake at some point. I really hope they do. They deserve it. They're iconic at this point with Ragnarok coming out. They're so iconic. I don't think it would be too hard. Most of the God of War games are pretty short, so it shouldn't take too long. That one's called Scapegoat. It's a bronze trophy, and that's for winning the first satyr fight. Here we have a hard puzzle, which I didn't show you, but you basically have to kick a box in time to jump on a ledge before the spikes come up and kill you. It's very, very, I don't know. You have to be super, super precise. That one's called Kickboxer. Complete the spike ring puzzle. And now, right here, we're chopping off or grabbing a person's head, and whenever... In this game, when you have to spam buttons like this, it breaks your finger. I don't understand why they made it so hard, but it hurts. It really, really hurts. That one's called Headhunter. It's a silver, and that's for obtaining the head of our architect's wife. Right here is another, or is a clip I did have to take from my playthrough, but it does have audio. This one does, because I didn't have to go and download it from YouTube. I still had it saved on my PC, so it was good. I'm glad I didn't delete it off my PC. And that one's called The Power to Kill a God, and that is for retrieving Pandora's box. Here we are in Hades with one of the hardest parts of the game, I kid you not, climbing up these 2 spike towers. This is the first one, and the easiest one. If you get hit by one of these spikes, you start from all the way at the bottom. And let me just tell you, these spikes, hitboxes, they're way too big. Like, you need to stay as far away from those as possible. You shouldn't take any risks, but I did take one right there, and it paid off. If I was just a little bit more to the right or waited just a little bit longer, I probably would have gotten hit and fell off. It can be very, very hard, but just take it slow. That's what I learned. Just take it slow and you'll get it at some point. And that's for climbing the spike column in Hades without taking damage. It's a gold, and it's called You Got the Touch. I took damage, so I think the trophy is a little bit bugged. Because I definitely took damage, but I still got the trophy, so... yeah, I don't know. Then this one is just for escaping the depths of Hades. And it's called Get Me a Beer, Kid. Right there, bronze trophy. Coming down to our last couple of trophies here. And here we are, finishing up all the upgrades in this game. And it takes forever to upgrade something in this game. Look how long it's taking to upgrade one thing. Okay, let me tell you a quick way to get red orbs if you want to know. Get to Ares, and once his quick time event comes out of his first little phase, just keep doing the first little part of it, but don't fully kill him, and you can just keep doing that quick time event, and you'll just get so many red orbs. That's how I was able to complete it. And that one was obviously for maxing out all weapons, the Seeing Red one, like I said before, and this one's for killing Ares, the second boss of the game, and the last one, and the best one. That one's called God Killer. Get me in my big sword there. And the next one is beating the game on any difficulty, a very basic one. That one's called Prepare to Be a God. There's gold trophy. And then we just have a few things to pick up, and then we have one really long one right here. This one's very short. Just go to the Birth of the Beast, click on it, start watching it, wait for the trophy to pop up. There we go. That one's called Legend of the Twins, just for watching the Birth of the Beast treasure. Now this one, the hardest trophy in the game. Not the longest one, but the hardest one. You have to complete all 10 Challenge of the Gods in a row. You can die, obviously, but if you accidentally turn off your PlayStation or reset it or whatever, you have to do all 10 of them all over again. And I am so upset to say that I got to the 10th one, and I was doing it. I was trying my best. It took me forever, and then I accidentally reset it, and I got so upset because this one is by far the hardest one. This is the best strategy I found. Keep blocking and parrying, and you can throw them off like that. And just keep doing that until you eventually are able to do it. Sometimes they'll grab you and throw you off the edge, and you literally have you can't do anything about it. It's pure luck at times, but you also have to have a pretty good strategy. Just stick to the middle and keep doing this. I showed the entire thing here, just in case anybody wanted to see how I did it. I saw other people saying that there's other ways to do it, and I tried so many different ways, but this was by far the easiest and most efficient way. But yeah, if you get grabbed and you get thrown off, that's not on you. That happened to me many times, and then you just jump as soon as you can. And at this point, I was probably freaking out because I was super excited. I got so mad when I accidentally reset. And this gives you a trophy and a costume, and the costume is definitely worth it for this last little trophy we have to do. That one's called I'll Take the Physical Challenge, obviously for completing the challenges of the gods. And this one, I know we just cut right into the end of it, but I had to speed run the game and beat the game in under 5 hours, any difficulty. And that trophy you get from the last trophy is very, very helpful. That one's called Speed of Jason McDonald, and then we get our trophy of Zeus for Platinum. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe. Stay tuned for next week's God of War Ghost of Sparta Platinum, I think it is. And then 2, 3, 2018, eventually Ragnarok, and other games I might do in the future. And other playthroughs I'm doing. I'm still working on my God of War 2 playthrough, and then 1, 2, 3 in 2018. Yada, yada, yada. We have some other games I'm looking forward to playing in the future. But yeah, stay tuned for that. Leave a like if you want. And yeah, have a great day, guys.